Okay, this is Zach, and this is another yoga science class, and we're going to focus on the moon. And this is what you're looking at here is this device right here. You're looking at a moon calendar, and here we go. It's a moon calendar, and it shows here the phases of the moon and the moon in a year, and a moon also in its entirely 36-year cycle. So let's start. Um, we're going to say that this calendar is made up of 13 months consisting of 28 days. Now in those 13 months and 13 months, each 28-day cycle is broken up into two 14 days parts of the cycle. So this 14-day part of the cycle is the waxing and waning of the moon, and that's what you see mostly. So let's concentrate on that right now. So as you can see here, we're going to call each little segment here a column that will mark the moon's phase during the whole, like this is a whole month right here that you see here, from new moon to full moon to new moon. Okay, it takes 28 days to do that. Okay, so let's start. So on the new moon, which is the first day of the month, right? The new moon, you see like a shaded moon. It's very, looks whole but shaded. Next, you see a 3.5 days later, you see a quarter moon right there, and that's every 3.5 days. You'll see the moon change and go. So 3.5 days from the quarter moon, right, you're going to see a half moon, and then 3.5 days from the half moon, you're going to see a three-quarter moon, and then 3.5 days from that, you'll see a full moon. 3.5 days from that, you'll see a waning moon. Now we're going into the waning part, and that's where the light starts to dissipate there. So as the moon's waning, it'll go down in 3.5 days to the half moon, and then the moon wanes down to a quarter moon, and then the moon wanes down all the way to a new moon in 3.5 days, and then starts this process back again. So what happens is in 3.5 days from the new moon, the moon waxes, and it waxes to a quarter moon, and then it waxes to a half moon, and then it waxes to a three-quarter moon, and then it waxes to a full moon. So now that we got that part there, where we have the 28 days, you'll see the moon change its, the shape of it from a crescent to a full to a new. And then when we're looking at this 36-year cycle, you'll see here in the 36-year cycle, this is the 36-year cycle here. It's made up of 4 9-year periods. So from a beginning of the cycle on the new moon, it'll take 9 years to get to its equinox point. So the moon has when it starts its cycle, 36-year cycle, it starts at its lowest point in the sky. So, every year the moon rises from here. It's a short lunar night. It's called lunar standstill at that point, at a new moon. So the moon's not moving, and it's not rising in the sky higher. It rises in the sky higher for 9 years till it gets to its equinox point, midway in the sky. Then it goes 9 more years and it rises its highest in the sky, meaning you get long lunar nights. Then it takes 9 years to come back to an equinox point. It's right at this point it's rising lower in the sky, and then 9 more years to complete its 36-year cycle. It's rising its lowest point in the sky. And what I mean is that the moon at its high point in the sky is at its lowest, so it's a short lunar day, just like the winter solstice for the sun is the shortest day of the year. That would be it. This is the winter solstice for the moon, and then 18 years later, the moon will be at its summer solstice, its highest point in the sky, and at that lunar standstill. And so every time you have a new moon, you have a lunar standstill. Same thing with the cycles. The moon doesn't move north or south at this point. It just stays still. And then it moves to its equinox point, where it's an even amount. So you get an even amount of lunar energy. At this point too, you get an even amount of solar energy too, because you're getting even solar, even lunar. But these points don't always match up. So there it is. That's the 36-year, 13 months made up of 28 days lunar calendar, showing you how the moon maps out and the moon cycles throughout the month and throughout the 36-year cycle. Next video coming up.